Oh, hello there. This is going to be a quick tutorial on actually how to use your PIAssist, the add-on. This add-on is mandatory for priests as well as everybody that receives PI during the raid, whatever. So let's start. You open it by typing /PI. This will open up a lovely menu, and you can do everything in here. All right. First off, I want you to press the reset notifications and the reset cooldown button. This is just in case something fucked up or something weird happened during shipping of the code, whatever. It always happens, sadly, so this will make sure that it's always nice and in the middle. So as you can see, this will make me like alright, let's start with the cooldown tracker, the CD tracker. This will show the cooldown of your of the priest or of your own PI. Like for mine at the moment it's that because I just use it to test something. But anyway, apart from that, this will basically show that. So I always like it to make it a little bit smaller. I'm sorry. So the way how you do it is that the bar properties, there's a bar width, that's how wide the bar is, and the bar height, that's how high the bar is. And then you have font size, is basically how big the text is going to be of that. So I'll prefer to make it like a 20 or whatever. So let's make the bar width like 200. So it's nice and small, and place that down somewhere you can see it. This will basically be the cooldown of the PI, and this will show how long the cooldown is still of the PI. Just repeating myself, this is the main reason behind this add-on. So let's look it back up. Then it comes to notification settings. This one. Let's make it something default. There we go. This will basically show you when a set mage or whatever you're PIing wants the PI, or how long the PI is still applied to your own, to yourself. So this basically means that this is the bread and butter of the add-on. It shows you when to PI, and if you are the one requesting PI, it shows you when you have PI and how long you still have PI. So I prefer to make it the same size, 230, and make it like a font size of 20. For the priest side of things, there are two different things for both priest and the one that receives PI, that's Golomegg. So there's a priest duration where my mouse is right now. This is how long the notification will be on your frame, on your window. I prefer it on a nice 10. You can also make it like a small 2 seconds or like 5 seconds, whatever. I always prefer 10 because then it stays that nice and long, so I know when to give PI precisely. That's the priest. For the mage side of things, there's a PI decimals. So like it always shows in like 15, 14, 13, 20 seconds. But what you could do is, for example, add 2 decimals. So it's like 10 seconds, 0.52, for example, and it slowly count down that way. It's whatever you prefer. I prefer it this way. So let's go. Let's move it a bit. Let's make it smaller again. Oh. Always never forget to press enter, otherwise it doesn't show. So like zoom out, there we go. That's nice and well rounded, whatever, where it is. Alright, let's go. So this is how you set up the both bars. The cooldown tracker for how long the cooldown still is, and the notification for when you need to give PI or how long you still have PI. Now here we come to the bigger part. Let's delete that real quick, and let's move my mage up a bit. This is my mage. Welcome to my mage Benefender. You don't see a lot of things here, but let's do this. Let's make my priest the PI target. This is basically how you set your PI target. You have to do it out of combat because it doesn't work in combat. You cannot change anything add-on wise during combat, sadly. So do this out of combat, set your target, press the button so it becomes there. And if you never use the add-on, create a macro because it only works with set macros. So like, for example, this will be the request PI macro, and that will do like in your things. If you go to your character specific macros, it will create the add-on, the macro for it, and just place it down somewhere on your action bar. We'll do the same thing for the priest itself. Like you see, I don't have any macro here. I go to here and I generate, let me set you, and I generate the macro. Then I close this, reopen it, and there it is. Wonderful. So let's place that somewhere down, like over there. Amazing. I just created the macro. That will work. Alright, so how this works is that you have to use these macros. There's no way around that bit. If you don't have it, also you have to place this macro, the give PI, as if you're a mage, if you're a priest. Sorry, you have to place that somewhere in your action bar. Why? Because that way, add-on actually shows you if you can use it. So let me whisper myself real quick. Hi. Go to general, go to here, and move to whisper window. So there we go. So let's just say, like for example, all the way up here, whatever. And I want to request PI. I'm out of range, and it should show up because that is all the way here and that's here. So for example, if the priest is died, then it will say like I'm dead. If the priest is not assigned to you, it will say like I'm not assigned to PI you, everything. It will show a lot of things. So let's just then close it nicely. Now it says nothing. Why? Because it actually popped up here, PI mana offender. What I do is I press the button, the give PI. Oh god. Did I do something wrong? No, it should work. Is it too low level? Oh, wait, I forgot. You have to be in a party. I'm sorry. I'm an idiot. I didn't script any of this. I'm just doing this like real quick. There we go. And as you can see the cooldown timer here. They're pretty fucked up over here. But anyway, you can see the cooldown. How long you still have PI. So if I go, for example, to here and say like 0 PI track or whatever, it will show up how long I still have PI and everything. You have to use these macros, and there will be in there character specific one because you can have multiple characters. There are certain bugs sometimes for priests. They have to make sure that when you generate the macro, that the character of your PI target is in this line. There are some sadly there are some API issues with it. Just check this or manually do it, but this bit has to be there. As a priest also, you have to press the macro twice. You start by clicking a couple of times. The reason behind this is that WoW can only do one thing at a time. That said, if you cast, for example, Power Infusion, it cannot go anymore to the second line where it runs the share cooldown function. So if you only press it once, the cooldown timer will not show up. Same goes for like the mage side of things. The cooldown timer will not show up, and that's basically why the add-on is so useful. It shows the cooldown of your own PI. So do it that way, it becomes a lot easier. And yeah, let's set the color like the way to light grey and the font size to like red, whatever, just to make things clear. Let's make you 30 again. I've never used this on this character yet, so whatever. So during combat, oh by the way, also a fun fact, if you press it once again and you don't have the bar on, you will still see the cooldown. Hello, mana break. My PI is still cooldown of 1 minute and 23 seconds. And it will keep counting that down because that's the actual cooldown. So like for example 5 and 5 seconds, whatever. But that aside, this is how you use and how you set up your PIAssist. If you have any questions, please let me know in WoW, on Discord, whatever. And yeah, I will try to help you out. Have a good day and good luck raiding.